Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live show. My name is Fabiana Clore, and I'm a pianist and business strategist for musicians. I'm excited to come to you today to talk about something really important, which is one of the biggest mistakes that I've ever made in my entrepreneurial journey. It has been almost 11 years since I became a full time entrepreneur, and I have to say, it's been such a learning journey. And one of the things that is a blessing about entrepreneurship, but at the same time, somewhat of a curse, is the fact that our personal development is intricately related to our professional development and to our business development. Meaning, we cannot expect our businesses to grow unless we are also growing alongside of them. And when I mean our personal habits, our mindset, our health, our relationships, everything gets impacted by the way we pursue our business, by the way we grow our businesses. And one of the biggest mistakes that I made in my entrepreneurial journey was to some extent focused mostly on the business and on growing the business and on growing my career, and left a lot of my day to day life aspects in terms of my health, in terms of my relationships, in terms of my real mental focus that are part of my priorities in life. I let those become somewhat secondary because I was so driven. I was so motivated to excel. I was so uh, excited about the results that were so quickly received and so easily tangible. We live in a society of immediate gratification. And so I noticed how, if you look at the results that you can achieve when you focus on your business, when you focus on growth, you're able to really quantify the impact of your work and see a return on your investment pretty quickly and pretty tangibly versus when you work on yourself. Let's say you want to lose weight or you want to strengthen your body, things take much more time, right? When you want to improve your relationships, when you want to focus on creating more connections around you, things take time. So I read a book. I actually became familiar with this book called How Will You Measure Your Life? And I don't remember the author now. I'm going to look it up here so you can reference it. But that was a really interesting awakening. Uh, Clayton Christensen, he presented this theory and this framework around how, when we have things in our life that you can't quantify that quickly, it's easily tempting to want to go into the other parts of our life that we can see results quickly. If we work on our businesses, if we work on our careers and we get awards or we get, clients, or we are able to make sales, those things come back usually pretty quickly, right? We see that end game, that end result pretty tangibly. And yet, when we're working on our long term health, our long term relationships, uh, you know, creating habits, creating experiences for ourselves and the people around us, those things can oftentimes be less quickly to see the results, less quickly to see the impact, right? Uh, when you think about parenting, for example, you at what point do you realize, like, am I done being a parent, right? I don't think there's ever a point you can give a closure to that chapter, really. Even as your kids grow up and become adults, there's still, it's always this learning process, right? This growth journey. And so for me, a few years ago, I got to a point in my life where I realized I had achieved so many wonderful successes professionally, in my business, in my multiple businesses. And yet at the same time, I felt that my greatest love, my greatest priority, which is my family, which is myself, which is my health, the things that are like number one in our lives, that without that, we can't get any results anywhere else. Those things had somewhat fallen a little bit to the secondary plane and were not where I wanted them to be. And so I wish I would have started this entrepreneurial journey. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you today is because I want to give you some advice into, whether you are already a full-fledged entrepreneur or you're looking into becoming one, and or you're halfway there, maybe you still have a job, or you're building your business on the side. Your number one priority needs to always be yourself and your relationships and your health. And you can never lose sight of that, because when you do, when we take for granted the things we have in our life, and we just think they're always going to be there, and we focus more on the quick returns, right, on our business, on our career, then we can miss out on incredible opportunities to really find the meaning of life, right? I was meditating once and I started to really feel like, what is all of this effort for if I'm not going to take my time to enjoy the rewards of that effort? If I'm not going to take enough time to take care of myself, to go to bed early and to wake up at normal times, to take time to prepare my meals, to not have to be eating in a rush, to have the time to be with my family, to be present, but really present, right? To be able to shut down at the end of the day and really disconnect and focus on the people around me, to be able to create experiences and make memories for those around me that are going to really create an impact, in everything else that I'm creating in my life. So what is the point? What is the point if it's not going to, if building a career, building a business, is going to allow me to enjoy all of those things? Those are the priorities in our lives. And oftentimes, especially if we are, in good health, if we have stable relationships, if we have, things in our life that we somewhat take for granted, it is very easy and very tempting to start focusing more on the things that we can get quick returns on, quick wins, sales, clients, awards, you know, things that we get those tangible results right away. We're inevitably drawn to want to focus on those, and put most of our attention and energy on those. So my call to action to you today in this video is, be clear on what is important for you in your life. Be clear on what your priorities are. Be clear on what your values are. And strive for creating your business always around those priorities and not the other way around. Don't let your business and your career take center stage. Don't take for granted anything you have in your life right now. Focus on elevating yourself as a human being, elevating your health, elevating your relationships. And as a consequence of that personal development, I guarantee you, your business will follow. Your business will follow. But if you focus too much on your business and you focus too much on your career, inevitably other parts of your life are going to fall out of alignment. And guess what? They'll have an impact on your business, whether you want it or not. No matter how much you're focusing on your business, if other parts of your life are misaligned, they'll impact your business too. So before you get to that stage, my call to action again to you today is, have a clear idea of what is the most important thing for you in your life. What are the priorities? What do you want to always be able to look back on when you are, in your deathbed, to put it a little dramatically? What would you like to be able to look back on in your life and feel proud of? Surely your business and your career will be one part of it. But if you know that there are other things that you want to be able to take pride on, you want to feel that you have completed, that you have fulfilled your mission, then put those in center stage right now in your life and focus on building your business around that. If you want to be with your kids at the end of the day, create a schedule and an expectation in your business to know when you can stop. If you want to be able to take vacations, build a business that allows you to do that. If you want to have time every day to go to the gym and walk around, or cook your meals, maybe have time to prepare them, at least one or two of your meals, make them on your own, then design your business around that. I hope this helps you, and go ahead and take action, and let me know in the comments, what else would you like for me to share? How else can I support you? I'm showing up here every Thursday, committed to serve you and support you and share value. So I look forward to hearing from you, and let me know what how else I can support you, what other content you would like for me to share. Thanks for watching. Let's prosper together.